As Mike indicated, I did just drive in from Utica, and boy is my late model car engine moderately taxed. I was talking to someone before the show at the bar. I don't know if you believe that or not. But have you ever been in a conversation with someone and forget the right word to use? Right? It was right in the middle of a sentence, and I was like, what? What word do I use? Is it stigma, stigmata, or astigmatism here? I won't tell you what we were talking about. Speaking of stigmata, though, we are in the midst of Lent. We're talking about fish fries, right? You guys like Lent? It's a 40-day period that Catholics refer to in the informal past tense of the verb to lend for some reason, which I find strange. I was never very good at Lent growing up. Always made some sort of bold declaration at the beginning on Ash Wednesday, right? I'm going to give up sweets. And I'd be good till the next Wednesday. Then it's 5 weeks of smuggling Hostess cakes into my bedroom. Trying to justify that to the Lord. And so one year I decided, I was getting a little bit older, I was in confirmation. And I was like, I'm about to become an adult in the church. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to make a commitment. I'm going to stick to it. So I gave up Catholicism. I made it all 40 days, guys. It was one of the most successful decisions I ever made. Growing up Catholic, though, you grow up with a lot of shame. Like the shame of going into a gas station to buy condoms because the guy behind the counter knows you're not married yet. And I remember every single box of condoms I ever bought. Same exact relationship with each one, right? It was the initial anticipation mixed with a little shame upon buying the box of condoms, and then followed shortly thereafter by disappointment, coming home with the empty, unopened box of condoms still in my pocket. And then 5 years of growing despair, watching them slowly expire on the end table or in my glove box. So I gathered all the condoms together, I put them in a punch bowl, and they started to overflow the punch bowl. And I was like, I gotta do something with these expired condoms. I was like, maybe I should do balloon animals, right? It's a snake. Count them all. It's an eel. Okay, one more. Holy fuck, a horse. No, not this. Electric eel. Holy fuck, a horse. That's what I said the last time I saw a horse. Right? Think about it. You don't see a horse every day anymore? Think about it. Think about the last time you guys saw a horse. Right? Now think earlier in that day. Did you think I'm probably going to see a horse today? No. Exactly. Speaking of horses, something you rarely heard in the old Wild West. Eastward ho! Because they rarely went east. Right? So I'm actually 43, a little older than Mike, and I found in my 40s that my relationship with the game Twister has changed pretty significantly. When I was a young kid, I used to play Twister all the time. I used to love it, play for hours. And the game would end when the bodies were just so twisted up, right? The last spin would just collapse the whole pile. I'm playing Twister recently with my 5-year-old nephew. He's spinning the thing. And I'm finding that in my 40s, the game of Twister ends at some point after the first hand spin. Right? Because once I start bending over, it's just a countdown to the blackout. Which my nephew finds hilarious, by the way. I also find that as I age, there's less and less that I'm willing to do for a Klondike bar. You guys remember the ads to the fucking Klondike bars? They used to say, would you cluck like a chicken for a Klondike bar? And these people would actually do it. I wouldn't pay more than $3 for a Klondike bar, you know what I mean? They're a mess. I don't know who invented the Klondike bar, but they must have been stoned as fuck. They got a big brick of ice cream with this thin layer of chocolate. It's unwieldy, folks. You know what I would do for a Klondike bar? Add a stick. That's what I would do.